hey, are you breathing well? Because Delhi is not. And it's not a new problem, happens every year, but Delhi is suffering from bad air pollution.
My name is Udit Hinduja and I'm reporting for The Print outside Jantar Mantar, where a protest against pollution in the nation's capital is currently taking place.
जब अगर हम बात करें तो एयर क्वालिटी इंडेक्स 50 के नीचे होना चाहिए, लेकिन जब 1000 के करीब पहुंच जाता है और उस वक्त हमारी मुख्यमंत्री साहिबा बताती हैं कि सब कुछ अच्छा है और पिछले साल के मुकाबले तो देखा जाए तो कुछ भी नहीं हुआ है, बहुत कम है प्रदूषण, लेकिन ठीक उसी वक्त वो अपने लिए 5.5 लाख का एयर प्यूरिफायर खरीद रही होती है.
Now it's a combination of a few things. There's crop burning happening throughout northwest India. They're burning the stubble so they can plant for the new season. We also have the fact that Delhi is on a plateau and it's surrounded such that it has its own airshed. So its pollution gets trapped in there. And typically you have hot summer days that really cause a lot of convective currents and they dilute the pollution out. But the seasons have changed. It's winter time. So these months, there isn't a lot of circulation of air. And that is not to say Delhi does not produce its own pollution, because Delhi is overpopulated. It is very dense. It's as dense as 11,300 people per square kilometer. Yeah, and there's still coal being used in the area. All in all, Delhi is suffering from bad air pollution. This is the government's data for air quality. Anything over 200 is bad, all right? It's not even average, it's bad. So if you look at it, you'll find that about 6 months out of the 12 for 2024, we had bad air quality, and it's consistent, right? Around September, air quality kind of starts to rise, and then it just gets bad. October, November, December, all the way until March. Air quality is just not good in Delhi. And these are the official government figures. But can you trust these figures?
आपने दुनिया में ऐसा कहीं नहीं देखा होगा, ऐसा चमत्कार कि 100 मीटर भी नहीं है, ये तो मुझे लग रहा है कि 30 मीटर का एरिया है. 30 मीटर के एरिया में ये 2 ट्रक, अब देखिए तीसरा ट्रक भी आ गया है. ये लगातार आधा दर्जन ट्रक इस एरिया में घूम रहे हैं. और क्यों घूम रहे हैं मैं दिखाता हूं पीछे. ये देखिए, ये है सरकार का मॉनिटरिंग स्टेशन. ये सरकार का पोल्यूशन मॉनिटरिंग स्टेशन है. इसको जूम करके दिखाना. और ये देखिए वो ट्रक, वो देखिए, वो बिल्कुल इस मॉनिटरिंग स्टेशन की परिक्रमा करते हुए भारतीय जनता पार्टी के नगर निगम के ये छिड़काव करते हुए टेम्पू. अब देखिए ये लगातार ये घूम रहे हैं यहाँ पे. और थोड़ी देर बाद अभी एक स्मॉग गन भी आएगी जो इस स्टेशन के ऊपर लगातार छिड़काव करेगी. तो आप सोचिए ये लोग कितने बड़े चोर हैं.
Yeah, that was the video of government trucks basically spraying water around to keep the dust and pollution levels low around the air pollution monitoring stations. I would say, yeah, trust broken. You can't trust the government figures, or at the very least, let's say it this way: if the government says it's bad, it's way worse, and if the government says it's good, it's probably not that good. That's all we can say now, because the numbers we are supposed to be relying on and using, they seem to have been sabotaged. But the government did try to solve the air pollution quality that is very visible to people in Delhi, and they did so by trying to do cloud seeding. Now, the way cloud seeding works is that you try to force clouds to rain. They have moisture, right? That's what clouds are. They have a lot of moisture, but in order for rain to happen, though, that moisture has to turn into water droplets, and for that it needs places where the moisture can come together, form a drop before it falls. Now cloud seeding is done all across the planet. You basically fly up in a plane and you spray salts like iodine or silver into the cloud, right? And that causes droplets to form on those particles, causing rain to start. And once you start it, it triggers until the clouds don't have much rain to give. It's a precipitation reaction that we have initiated. Now, the government tried that. And you can imagine, right? There has to be a certain amount of moisture in the air for cloud seeding to be effective. You can't just keep spraying it everywhere and water will appear. It has to be there for the reaction to happen. Now, the outcome was that it failed. So we have an article from the New York Times, and as you can see, the air looks pretty bad. But of course, this plane was supposed to go up there, right? Spray some salts in the air, specifically rock salt and silver iodide, and that was supposed to cause rain. But it didn't, because there wasn't enough moisture in the air, right? And this experiment was done by IIT Kanpur, right? So for people outside India, IIT is like the MIT, like the Harvards of India. It's very prestigious, very competitive. They don't teach you anything extra over there, but it's very good for connections. Basically, they only accept the smartest people in there, and these people carry their own prestige with it. $400,000, the smartest brains in the country, and it failed. This is not a novel technique, this is not new, this has been done all over the planet for quite many years now, and it still did not work. Why? Because their intellect seems to have been worse than even people in 5th grade who can just read and follow instructions that already exist. All I will say is, air pollution is bad, right? But the solutions for it are not being taken seriously.
क्लाउड सीडिंग अपने यहाँ पे दो बड़े प्रोफेसर, उनका हिंदू में एक आर्टिकल है, उन्होंने पूरा दिखाया कि ये जो पार्टिकल वहां पे जाके क्लाउड में छोड़ के आ रहे हैं ना, पहले क्लाउड सीडिंग करने के लिए क्लाउड तो होना चाहिए। जिस मौसम में क्लाउड सीडिंग की जा रही है, दिल्ली के आसमान में उतने बादल ही नहीं है कि इफेक्टिवली वो क्लाउड उसको कंटेन कर पाए, वो पार्टिकल क्लाउड से पार्टिकल कंटेन कर पाए। देखिए, सीधी सी बात है कि जब लोगों की जिंदगी बचाने के लिए जो पॉल्यूशन बिगड़ा है, उसको ठीक करने के लिए सबसे पहला इनिशिएटिव क्या, जो सोर्स ऑफ पॉल्यूशन है उन पे अभी से कोई बोलेगा कि अभी लगाने से तुरंत थोड़ी ठीक हो जाएगा, पर यही लॉजिक तो 5 साल से 50 साल से चल रहा है कि अभी लगाने से तुरंत क्यों ठीक हो जाएगा। तो सोर्स ऑफ जो पॉल्यूशन है उस पर किया जाए। जो यहाँ पे ट्रैफिक से होने वाला पॉल्यूशन है, उसकी सबसे बड़ी वजह है पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट का महंगा होना।
All in all, there is no trust in the numbers that the government is providing, the efforts they're taking, and this lavish amount of money being wasted into just absolutely useless attempts. Like, even if they've succeeded in one experiment, which I don't see the need to do too many experiments to begin with, because it's a tried and tested technique, but maybe they were just testing their equipment, right? Still, they should not have failed to measure air moisture levels before executing it, or not knowing the moisture levels, which today you can just know in your phone, right? You have apps, you have APIs that can just be queried to get your local relative moisture and humidity. So how they fail to do that, I don't know. Well, I know the answer, but if I say it too obviously, I'm going to be thrown into a gulag somewhere. So let's leave this here and hope that the people of Delhi and this landscape, they get some respite and have their concerns taken a little seriously, hopefully. Please.